What's up, everybody? It's Renegade. I am always going ham. After comedy show. I'm thinking I'm going to start a second channel. But this channel is going to be structured mainly toward the content. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to have all those crazy topics in there. It's going to be specifically, my content, what content ideas I have coming up next, or the video that I just created. I'm going to talk about what went into that. It's going to be structured a lot differently. I think the show's going to be the Turning Things Universal After Show. I'm trying to figure out what I want to name it. But I had a fight last week. I was supposed to be fighting Friday. This dude got on stage and said that he didn't think I could fight, and he would fight me right then and there for $100 on stage. And then when I didn't go up there, he said, yeah, I think he's scared. That's why he didn't fight me. Right? He said that. So when I hit him up, he actually agreed. And we were supposed to fight Friday on the 2nd. But then he said, I got to wait 3 weeks. Now, I say that to say that I was going to actually film that. You know what I'm saying? I was going to film it and make money off of that video. I actually put it up there on my to-do list and content ideas. Fight next week and film the fight. That was what I was going to do. That's how it was going to happen. But he said I got to wait damn near a month now. I was like, talking all that shit. And then it goes unchecked. That's why you get to talk all that shit and it goes unchecked, and then somebody finally want to check you for it. All that shit talk. I don't have another swisher. It's all good. So I did comedy last night too. And the set went pretty well, actually. Yeah, it went pretty well. My sets, not gonna lie, they generally go okay. So I told this joke and it got kind of silent, and this guy made a comment and everybody laughed. And I got kind of salty about that. This was an old white man. He kind of looked like Santa a little bit, but his hair was a lot grayer. He looked like Santa if Santa had joined the Hells Angels and did meth, right? So he made a comment and everybody laughed. And I said to him, man, you look like you belong on America's Most Wanted list. And everybody laughed at that. And I think I said, you Hells Angel looking motherfucker. I don't remember if I said that or not. But what's it called? I said this. I said, you look like you do a lot of meth. And he didn't say anything. And I said, shut the fuck up. I told him to shut the fuck up. That I did say. And then I told this girl. Now, this girl was fairly decent looking. And I saw her earlier. And she was doing attractive shit. Like, what she was wearing a white tee, but it was cut off so you could see her stomach, right? And she wasn't wearing no bra. So it was just tits and shirt. And I wanted to say something, of course, but I didn't. And so lo and behold, she's sitting up at the front. And I said, I wanted to tell you earlier, while we were outside, I like your tits. The whole tits out, the whole braless thing. I love that shit. Keep it up. Keep it up. And then I said, oh yeah, and you're sitting in the front seat. I fucking love it. Fucking perfect. I said, fucking call me. Fucking call me. I said that. I swear to God, I said that. And then the set went okay. The set went okay after that. I was thinking about something. So I made my podcast comedy. No, what did I call it? Dude, I don't even know. Comedy After Show. No, it's called After Comedy. Comedy After Show. Yeah, mine is called Comedy After Show, right? And then I posted that. My first one, I posted my first Comedy After Show. I don't know if this dude did it. I don't really pay attention to his page. But he put, I put After Comedy Show, right? Or Comedy After Show. Dude, I don't know. But he rephrased his slightly differently is what I'm getting at. He rephrased his brand slightly differently and then did a video form of it. I said, get the fuck out of here. Low-key inspiring. Low-key inspiring. They don't like your videos, but they'll watch you. They'll take your idea. Or remix one of your ideas. You know. I got this animation project that I'm working on, too. It's going to be pretty live. It's going to drop that hopefully by Saturday. Hopefully do some more comedy. I don't know. I think they might have... I'm really thinking they kicked me off this list, the Thursday night list, nigga. Because I had expressed my views greatly on certain things. Now, here's the thing. I tried to mend the fences with this guy. I even gave him a whole fucking blunt. So if we're not cool after that, then you smiled in my face. I was trying to be cool with you. I didn't even have no beef with him. I just saw comedy. I just saw comedy as like it being political. Why the fuck? But now I realize, there's a little politics into it, but I realize it happens to everybody just a little bit. It happens to everybody just a little bit. I told him to I told that grown ass man to shut the fuck up. The Santa Claus looking motherfucker. I was like, you look like you belong on America's Most Wanted list. He said, and I don't know what he said. I don't know what his retort was. I said, you look like you smoke a lot of meth. Shut the fuck up. And then I started getting into the set about I started getting into one of my bits. And the guy next to him got up and walked out. I said, yeah, I know it's offensive. To be honest with you, I'm not even going to lie. I think I might have created one of the darkest jokes in comedy. I think I've created one of the darkest jokes in comedy. I don't know what that says. I've never heard nobody say nothing that dark, bro. I think I might have created one of the darkest jokes in comedy, bro. I'm not even playing. Without actually, I don't know. I really think so. I really think so. I got a podcast I'm going to drop pretty soon. Turnage Means Universal. Like I said, I might even create a whole nother channel for the Comedy After Show or After Comedy Show. What the fuck? I can't even remember. But now, the only reason why I can't remember is so I can make sure I don't name my set the same shit as this guy who did the same thing as me. Now, he took the idea to a certain degree, but I get what he was doing. I don't know if he did it first, but he took what I had going and turned the words around and then turned it into a video platform and an interview to a certain degree. It's all right. You know what you're doing in life. I'm not even salty. I just found it kind of funny. I was just like, damn, that's kind of funny, actually. That's kind of funny. Man, listen, I got this new software with Adobe Suite, right? Adobe Audition. And, man, it took a long time. I couldn't hear the playback. I was getting mad as fuck. I went and bought this microphone. Still couldn't hear the playback. And then I unplugged it, and I could hear the playback. Now I'm thinking about, should I keep the microphone? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm dead serious. Should I keep the microphone? Or should I just use the... But I did a podcast yesterday. It was actually pretty long. This after show take is actually a little shorter. For the simple fact is the one that I did on the Adobe Audition. That shit was like 30 minutes. I was surprised I spit that long. No, I'm not really surprised. But I ended up accidentally deleting it. Never delete your work. I actually ended up deleting it. It was long. It was a long podcast. It's all right. So I got some new cartoons coming for you. Yeah, I look forward to that. And to be honest with you, these cartoons that are going to be coming towards you, you know, these are just filler cartoons for the bigger stuff. So just bear with me for a while until I can start doing real shit with it. Because I'm picking back up the skill. And also, I learned that, you know, you might have the greatest music, whoever you are out there. You might have the greatest content, ideas and greatest content. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put my all into it right away. What I mean by that is if you go make an album, listen, you make your best album, right? Your first album, right? And then you make another album. And then you use that album and you just turn that into like an EP. The second album is an EP, but you holding on to the good shit, right? You know, so that way you didn't put all your hard work into an album and you see very little results for it. And they go, okay, give me another one. And then, you know, if anything, if you make your first album, make the second album and then put the second album out. And then that way the second album is your first album and your first album is the best album and then it's better than your first album. You get what I'm saying? So that way you don't flop your second album. You get what I'm saying? You make two albums. You make your first album. You make the second album. You put the second album out for everybody to listen to. And they be like, oh, man, you know, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I got something in the woodworks. Wow! First album out like a couple years later. Boom! You just took the world by storm. It was way better. But remember, that was your first album. So I think that's it. More content coming soon. Turns Means Universal after show. What the fuck is it named? Hold the fuck. Man, this dude got me confused about my title now. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not saying what the fuck his title is. Hold on. Let me look it up. Anyway, that being stated, signing out. More comedy, more content. More content coming to you soon. I'm going to be doing podcasts about that. You know, like I said, what went into it, what I was thinking, how I did it, you know, because I should do a podcast about that, the abortion skit I did with Jay Cookie. I thought that was a masterpiece. Now, I get the fact that it was dark humor, but when you look at it from, you know, an actual audience member, it had a plot, it had shock value, it was funny, it had sound effects, special effects, and fucking teleportation. What more do you want in a fucking film in 1 minute and 44 seconds? In a clip in 1 minute and 44 seconds. Seriously. It doesn't get any more creative. Shock value, special effects. Shock value and special effects. I paid her, actually. I'm going to admit that. I paid for that skit. I paid her, and I smoked her out. And I actually drove to that location, too. Like, I put some real time into that shit. I'm pretty proud of that. She was going to do it for free, I think. I think she just saw me as a visionary. She's down to work with me. I wonder if she embarrassed about that, though. I'm going to have to ask her. Get her on the after show. Talk about it with her. She's got a dude now, so got to be careful. But I ain't trying to get at her. I'm just saying, I don't want. If I called her now, like, what the fuck you interviewing my girl for? Signing out. Hold on. Get some special effects. Alright. Prince Beans Universal After Show. Signing out.